If you really want to unfuck your life, become a man of agency, someone striving and moving towards their goals, the simplest piece of advice I can offer you is just to get up early. And this is coming from someone who used to drink every single night until blackout. I work full time as a head chef, so I work long 12-hour days. So late nights were my thing. I used to think I'd be productive after work. Sometimes I'd try and start little businesses and side hustles. But that was only when I started getting sober. Earlier on, I'd just drink, wake up late, roll out of bed, go to work, feel like shit, rinse and repeat. There was no sense of direction or anything, just complete escapism. It's only in the last couple of years, definitely the last sort of 8 months, that I've started to get up really early. And early for me. I'm talking like 5:30, 6 in the morning. And this gives me time to do my non-negotiables, because I often find time runs away from itself. Like, I'm a great procrastinator and overthinker. So if there's a load of things I want to do and I don't get them done first thing, I'll constantly just keep putting them off. I'll be like, right, I'll do that later. I'll go to the gym. Let me just do this first. Let's just make a coffee. Oh, let's look at this YouTube video. And before I know it, the day has escaped me and I haven't done anything I said I was going to do. And I'm sure this is relatable to a lot of you. Like, I just know the longer the day goes on, the less I'm likely to do the thing I wanted to do. So the simple act of getting up early forces me to go to bed because I'm tired by the time it's like 10 o'clock. I used to stay up until like God knows when. Even when I got sober, like 5 years ago, I'd still stay up until like 1 in the morning working on little things and businesses and, I don't know, side hustles, website. But I just wonder how productive my work was at that point. Whereas now, getting up early, I don't need to start working until 9, 10 some days. That gives me 3 hours in the morning. 3 hours for me. 3 hours before the world demands anything from me. Hours before I need to do anything, even look at my phone or just speak to anyone, generally. So what I like to do, I get up, do my business, human things, and then walk the dog. Go for a nice dog walk. And it's especially better now we're heading into sort of spring and we're heading into other sunnier mornings. It's difficult in winter to get up early, but I still did it. And I think during those periods, I forced myself to do it and exercise because I know that makes me feel better. I think I suffer from maybe seasonal affective disorder. So if I take action and take accountability during this period, I know my brain is going to be in a better state. So for example, today I've got up early, taken the dog for a walk. I saw some deer, I saw a nice sunrise. I wouldn't have seen this before, but the morning walk allows me to wake up a bit, get some sunlight in my eyes, get a bit of grounding in nature, just a bit of gratitude. I like to look at my little micro environment, my micro climate, and just notice the changes. Like daffodils coming out, wild garlic popping up, leaves slowly popping out from the trees, little buds, things like that. I like to just notice what's happening around us. Because I think we get so wrapped up in our little worlds that we're so focused on what I'm doing, how I'm going to progress, how I'm going to do this thing, that we don't really sit and just be anymore. And part of my morning routines, I think, have helped get me present. And I don't really like the term morning routine because it makes you think of like David Goggins and getting up and cold plunges and running an Ironman before everyone's woken up and who can have the most hardcore morning routine. I don't really believe in things like that. I think having a bit of balance, having a basic like structure, a basic like operating system of how you do things as a person is the best way. So I know every day I'm going to wake up between 5:30, 6, maybe 6:30, depending on the day, depending on how tired I am, because we as people, we do get tired. We've all got responsibilities. We've got things we need to do, whether it's looking after children, walking the dog, jobs. I'm not a 20-year-old influencer without anything responsible. And that's not a shade on them at all. Everyone's got their own journey. Everyone's got their own race. But getting out, doing that dog walk helps. Then I try and move my body in some way or format. The very non-negotiable is a dog walk. And then I like to do weight training 2 or 3 days a week and a run 2 or 3 days a week. I like to get those done first thing in the morning. As I said, if I don't, I procrastinate. And then it gives me maybe another hour, hour and a half, hopefully 2 hours to work on my business or whatever I'm working on at the time. At the moment, it's making content, it's making this channel. I want to start a movement, an obsession some kind of, I can't quite describe exactly what it is, but it's something that means a lot to me. It's what's in my soul, the tapping on my shoulder, the life work. Something inside me is telling me to help other manly men get out of the rut, get out of that despair, that pit where you feel like you've got no control, you've got no autonomy, you're just drifting, you're lost. Maybe you were like me, you were drinking every day and eating shit, looking in the mirror wondering when you're going to stop, when you're going to change, or where your goals and dreams have faded to. That feels like my purpose, because I'm not the finished article, I'm not perfect in any means or shape or form, but I feel like I've changed so much in the last 5 years that I can definitely offer value and help other people just be better than yesterday. And that's kind of my whole motto. Nothing extreme, because I think extremes don't work for me. I get a very all or nothing mentality, and it works well in the beginning, but it's not sustainable. I want to offer like a balanced approach where consistency is just key. And going back to my point in the beginning, just getting up early consistently is just life-changing. And it's very simple, but it starts with just those little micro habits and stacking them. It's going to be hard in the beginning, like anything, whether it's giving up drinking, starting a weight training program, anything. But I promise you, just getting up early, even if it's half an hour, and then the next week half an hour earlier, and just slowly, incrementally doing it, you're going to feel better, because you're going to get much more done in the morning. And it's trying to chip off those hard tasks. They call it eat the frog. Do the hardest thing in the morning first, and then it's just done. That way, I know I've achieved my non-negotiables. Waking up early, dog walk, presence, meditation, some kind of exercise, working on my business, all done before 9:30. So I can go to work, I can go about my day knowing I've achieved the non-negotiables. Anything else is a fucking bonus. So yeah, give it a go. If you feel like you're a bit stuck, a bit lost, a bit in a rut, just start getting up earlier. Make a few little plans, make a few little habits. Honestly, getting up earlier is the way forwards.